Which cricket star spent $3 million just on flowers? Which player flew in chefs from 7 different countries? And the shocking reason why one wedding had to be moved 3 times. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right now, because these stories will leave you speechless. Today we're taking you inside the most expensive and luxurious weddings of Guyanese cricketers that cost more than most people's houses. We're talking about ceremonies with price tags reaching $5 million, guest lists with over 2,000 people, and celebrations that lasted entire weeks. Stay with us, because by the end of this video, you'll discover the average Guyanese cricket wedding costs between $2 to $8 million. That's more money than most cricket players make in their entire careers. Here's where it gets really interesting. These weddings don't happen in one day like regular weddings. They start with engagement ceremonies that can last 3 days, followed by pre-wedding celebrations that go on for weeks, then the actual wedding ceremonies that span 5 to 7 days, and finally post-wedding rituals that continue for another week. Let me tell you about Tagenarine Chanderpaul's family wedding traditions that set the standard for luxury cricket celebrations. Chanderpaul, who scored over 11,000 runs in international cricket, comes from a family that believes weddings should reflect success and honor ancestors. When his family organizes weddings, they book entire hotels for weeks. The guest list includes not just family and friends, but entire villages, cricket clubs, cultural organizations, and business communities. We're talking about feeding and entertaining over 1,500 people for multiple days. The decorations alone cost more than $500,000. They import flowers from Thailand, India, Colombia, and Ecuador. Crystal chandeliers are brought in from Italy, silk fabrics from China, and gold decorations from Dubai. The family hires teams of decorators who work for months to transform venues into palace-like settings. But here's the part that makes these weddings truly special. Every meal served during the celebration features dishes from different cultures. Professional chefs are flown in from India to prepare authentic curries and biryanis. Chefs from China create traditional stir-fries and dim sum. Caribbean specialists make jerk chicken and rice dishes, and local Guyanese cooks prepare pepper pot and other traditional foods. A single dinner can feature over 200 different dishes. The cost of food alone for these multi-day celebrations can reach $800,000. Now, let me reveal the most expensive cricket wedding ever recorded in Guyana. Ramnaresh Sarwan's wedding celebration cost an estimated $5.2 million and took place over 10 days. Sarwan, who scored over 15,000 international runs, married in a celebration that included ceremonies in 3 different countries. The festivities started in Guyana with traditional engagement rituals, continued in Trinidad with beachside parties, and concluded in India with authentic Hindu ceremonies. Over 2,000 guests traveled between these countries, with all expenses paid by the Sarwan family. The transportation costs alone exceeded $1 million because they chartered private jets and luxury ships to move guests between locations. The bride's outfit for the main ceremony was created by Mumbai's most expensive fashion designer and took 8 months to complete. The lehenga was made from pure silk threads dipped in gold, with over 50,000 Swarovski crystals hand-sewn into intricate patterns. The outfit weighed 35 pounds and required 6 people to help the bride walk. The total cost of this single outfit was $350,000. But that was just one of 12 different outfits the bride wore throughout the 10-day celebration. Sarwan's wedding jewelry collection made international headlines. The bride wore different jewelry sets each day, with the most expensive set valued at $4.7 million. This included a necklace with 150 diamonds, each weighing over 2 carats, earrings made from Burmese rubies, and a crown that belonged to Indian royalty from the 18th century. The groom's accessories were equally impressive, including a watch gifted by the Board of Control for Cricket in India worth $200,000 and cufflinks made from cricket ball leather embedded with diamonds. The entertainment budget for Sarwan's wedding was unprecedented. They hired Bollywood stars to perform at the Sangeet ceremony, brought in steel pan bands from Trinidad, flew in classical Indian dancers from Mumbai, and had Caribbean calypso singers perform nightly. The fireworks display on the final night cost $120,000 and could be seen from 15 miles away. Professional photographers and videographers from 5 countries documented every moment, creating a wedding album that filled 27 volumes. Here's something that will surprise you about Leon Johnson's wedding approach. Johnson, known for his modern batting style, decided to blend technology with tradition in ways never seen before. His wedding was the first cricket celebration to be completely live-streamed in virtual reality, allowing family members from around the world to experience the ceremony as if they were physically present. The couple exchanged vows on a glass platform built over an infinity pool filled with floating orchids. The platform was designed to slowly rotate during the ceremony, giving guests different viewing angles while creating stunning photo opportunities. Johnson's innovation didn't stop there. He hired holographic projection specialists to create 3-dimensional displays of cricket highlights during the reception. Guests could watch Johnson's best innings playing in mid-air above their dinner tables. The dance floor was equipped with motion sensors that created light patterns matching the music, and the couple's first dance was performed with LED lights embedded in their clothing, creating a magical glowing effect that photographers captured in award-winning images. The food presentation at Johnson's wedding revolutionized catering standards. Instead of traditional buffet lines, guests ordered meals through tablet computers at their tables. Dishes were prepared by molecular gastronomists who created cricket-themed presentations. The appetizers were shaped like tiny cricket balls that burst with flavor when bitten. The main courses were served on plates designed to look like cricket pitches, and desserts included edible replicas of famous cricket stadiums made from chocolate and sugar. Veerasammy Permaul's wedding celebration showcased the deepest cultural traditions of Indo-Guyanese heritage. Permaul, the talented spinner, organized a ceremony that honored customs dating back 500 years. The celebration began with a Ganesh Puja ceremony, where priests from India performed rituals for prosperity and happiness. The wedding mandap was constructed using traditional architectural methods, with lars carved from single pieces of mahogany and decorated with gold leaf applied by artisans who learned their craft from generations of masters. The Sangeet ceremony at Permaul's wedding became legendary in Guyanese cultural circles. Professional choreographers trained family members for 3 months before the wedding, creating dance performances that told the story of the couple's relationship through traditional Indian dance forms. The bride's Mendi ceremony featured artists who created designs so intricate that they took 18 hours to complete and included hidden symbols representing the groom's cricket achievements. Permaul's wedding music was provided by musicians who played instruments handcrafted specifically for the celebration. Tabla drums were made from clay sourced from the Ganges River. Sitars were constructed using wood from trees grown in Indian temples, and the harmonium was decorated with precious stones arranged in patterns matching the bride's jewelry. The musical performances during the 7-day celebration were recorded and later released as an album that became popular throughout the Caribbean. Keemo Paul's destination wedding in Barbados redefined luxury beach celebrations. Paul, known for his explosive batting, chose a private island resort where guests could only arrive by helicopter or private yacht. The ceremony took place at sunset on a beach decorated with 10,000 white roses and illuminated by floating lanterns released into the ocean breeze. The couple's vows were written in the sand using crushed pearls, creating words that shimmered as waves washed over them. The reception venue was a transparent dome constructed on the beach, allowing guests to dine under the stars while protected from ocean winds. The floor was made from glass panels with LED lights underneath, creating the illusion of dancing on water. Marine biologists were hired to ensure tropical fish swam beneath the glass during dinner, providing natural entertainment that mesmerized guests throughout the evening. Paul's wedding menu featured ingredients sourced from 7 different countries and prepared by celebrity chefs who competed on international cooking shows. The couple served cocktails made from rare spirits aged in caves, wines from vineyards that produced only 50 bottles per year, and desserts created using techniques learned from master confectioners in France and Switzerland. Each guest received personalized gift bags containing jewelry made from cricket ball leather and precious metals. Christopher Barnwell's cricket-themed wedding pushed creative boundaries while maintaining elegance and sophistication. Barnwell, the stylish batsman, designed a celebration that honored his cricket career while creating a romantic atmosphere for his bride. The venue was transformed into a replica of Lord's Cricket Ground, complete with miniature pavilions, perfectly manicured grass sections, and scoreboards displaying the couple's relationship milestones instead of cricket statistics. The wedding invitations were crafted to look like vintage cricket match programs, with guest names printed as team rosters and ceremony details presented as match information. The seating arrangement resembled stadium sections, with family members seated in premium boxes decorated with cricket memorabilia and flowers. The aisle was designed as a cricket pitch, with the couple walking on grass imported from the actual Lord's Ground and blessed by former cricket legends. Barnwell's wedding cake was an architectural masterpiece that took 6 months to design and 3 weeks to construct. The cake featured 7 tiers, each representing a different cricket stadium where Barnwell had played memorable innings. The top tier was a detailed replica of the Guyana National Stadium, complete with tiny spectator figures and working LED lights. The cake-cutting ceremony used a miniature cricket bat made from the same wood as Barnwell's favorite playing bat. Devendra Bishoo's wedding demonstrated that emotional significance could be as valuable as monetary expense. Bishoo, the crafty leg spinner, organized a celebration that honored family heritage and community connections over flashy displays. The ceremony took place in his hometown village, where he had learned to play cricket as a child. Instead of expensive decorations, the venue was adorned with handmade items created by local artisans using traditional techniques passed down through generations. The most touching moment of Bishoo's wedding was when his grandmother, who had taught him his first cricket grip, blessed the couple using rituals her own grandmother had taught her. The ceremony included readings from family diaries dating back 150 years, sharing stories of ancestors who had immigrated to Guyana and built the foundations for future generations. Bishoo's wedding speech honored every person who had contributed to his cricket development, from childhood coaches to international teammates. Bishoo's reception featured performances by local cultural groups who had been part of his childhood community. Steel pan bands played songs that had been popular during his youth. Traditional dancers performed in costumes made by village seamstresses, and storytellers shared folk tales that had entertained Bishoo during his early years. The wedding gifts included handwritten letters from community members sharing memories of watching Bishoo develop from a young boy with cricket dreams into an international star. Tagenarine Chanderpaul's modern fusion wedding in Miami showcased how traditional values could blend with contemporary luxury. The young batsman, following in his father's footsteps, created a celebration that honored Guyanese heritage while embracing international sophistication. The venue was a rooftop garden overlooking Miami's skyline, decorated with tropical flowers from South America and traditional Indian rangoli patterns created using colored sand from Caribbean beaches. The ceremony combined Hindu traditions with contemporary elements, featuring Sanskrit prayers accompanied by modern orchestral arrangements. The couple exchanged garlands made from flowers representing different Caribbean islands, symbolizing the unity of West Indies cricket. The wedding mandap was constructed using bamboo grown in Guyana, but designed with modern architectural techniques that created stunning geometric patterns against the Miami sunset. Tagenarine's reception showcased fusion cuisine that represented his multicultural background. Guests enjoyed traditional Guyanese dishes presented with modern plating techniques, Indian curries served alongside Caribbean seafood, and desserts that combined flavors from different continents. The couple's first dance was performed to a specially commissioned song that blended soca rhythms with classical Indian melodies, creating a unique sound that represented their shared heritage. Anthony Bramble's interactive wedding celebration redefined guest participation in luxury events. The wicketkeeper, known for his quick reflexes behind the stumps, designed a wedding where guests became active participants rather than passive observers. The ceremony venue included multiple activity stations where guests could try cricket challenges, learn traditional dances, participate in cooking demonstrations, and create personalized gifts for the couple. The most popular attraction was a cricket simulator where guests could bat against virtual bowling from famous international players. Bramble had arranged for his cricket teammates to record personalized bowling challenges, allowing wedding guests to face deliveries from current West Indies stars. Winners of these challenges received prizes, including signed cricket equipment and tickets to upcoming international matches. Bramble's wedding dinner was served at stations representing different countries where he had played cricket. Guests could visit the England station for traditional pub food, the India station for authentic curries, the Australia station for barbecue specialties, and the Caribbean station for local favorites. Each station was staffed by chefs who had worked in those countries, ensuring authentic flavors and preparation methods. The gift-giving traditions at these cricket weddings deserve special attention because they reveal the incredible generosity within cricket communities. Wedding guests don't arrive with typical presents like kitchen appliances or home decorations. Instead, they bring gold jewelry, luxury cars, real estate investments, and business partnership opportunities. The most valuable gift ever recorded at a Guyanese cricket wedding was a fully furnished house worth $800,000, given by a teammate who wanted to ensure the couple started married life without financial worries. Many guests present gifts that reflect the groom's cricket achievements. Miniature golden bats engraved with career statistics, diamond-studded cricket balls containing precious stones from countries where memorable innings were played, and custom-made watches featuring movements timed to match the duration of famous batting partnerships. These personalized gifts become family heirlooms passed down through generations, connecting future family members to cricket history. The wedding planning process for these celebrations requires professional coordination that rivals major international events. Wedding planners begin working 18 months before ceremonies, coordinating with vendors across multiple countries, managing guest lists that include international celebrities, and ensuring every cultural tradition is honored accurately. The planning teams include cultural consultants who verify ritual authenticity, security specialists who protect high-profile guests, and logistics coordinators who manage transportation and accommodation for thousands of people. Technology plays an increasingly important role in modern cricket weddings. Professional drone operators capture aerial footage that showcases venue grandeur and guest participation. Live streaming allows family members worldwide to participate virtually, with some ceremonies including interactive elements where remote guests can send messages displayed on screens during receptions. Social media management teams document celebrations in real time, sharing highlights with cricket fans while maintaining family privacy for intimate moments. The economic impact of these weddings extends far beyond individual celebrations. Local communities benefit from increased business for florists, caterers, musicians, transportation companies, and accommodation providers. Some weddings employ over 500 local workers, from decorators and servers to security personnel and cleanup crews. The money spent on these celebrations circulates through local economies for months, supporting families and businesses throughout Guyana and neighboring countries. International attention generated by these weddings promotes Guyanese culture and tourism. Media coverage showcases the country's natural beauty, cultural diversity, and hospitality traditions. Many wedding guests become tourists who return for vacations, bringing additional revenue and cultural exchange opportunities. Cricket wedding celebrations have become unofficial ambassadors for Guyanese tourism, attracting visitors who want to experience the warmth and luxury they've seen in wedding coverage. The photography and videography from these weddings create lasting artistic legacies that document cultural evolution and family histories. Professional teams use cutting-edge equipment to capture ceremonies from multiple angles, creating cinematic records that families treasure for generations. These visual documentaries preserve traditional rituals that might otherwise be forgotten, ensuring cultural knowledge passes to future generations who may live far from Guyana. Wedding albums from cricket celebrations often become cultural artifacts studied by anthropologists and historians interested in Caribbean cultural development. The images show how traditional practices adapt to modern circumstances while maintaining essential spiritual and community significance. Future researchers will use these records to understand how successful immigrant communities maintain cultural identity while embracing new opportunities. The influence of Guyanese cricket weddings extends throughout the Caribbean and into international cricket communities. Other cricket families study these celebrations when planning their own weddings, adopting successful elements while adding their own cultural touches. Wedding planners across the region now offer Guyanese-style packages that include multi-day celebrations, cultural fusion elements, and community involvement opportunities. As cricket continues evolving as a global sport, these wedding traditions represent important cultural continuity that connects players to their heritage regardless of where their careers take them. Young cricketers growing up in Guyana see these celebrations as goals to work toward, motivating them to achieve success that will allow them to honor their families and communities through similar celebrations. The legacy of these magnificent weddings extends far beyond the celebrations themselves, creating ripple effects that influence communities, preserve cultures, and inspire future generations of cricketers who dream of achieving success both on the field and in life. Hit subscribe and ring that bell because these cricket legends keep creating celebrations that set new luxury standards.